Hello everyone, welcome in. It is Murphy back with the KAGI Top Cut. Today we have the semifinals between Ashitaka and Not2night. Starting off with a frog in my throat. Should be a great set of finals today. We have Ashitaka going to be on their deck, and we have Rector, there we go. Not2night on their classic Rector, Topor, Bigos or Bigos? I actually don't know how they pronounce their own deck's name. But welcome in. Should be a really great match. It's a grudge match between Ashitaka and Not2night. Classic KAGI rivalry. They have met and knocked each other out multiple times in the playoffs. I expect that it's happening exactly again here. It's really exciting. Really exciting to see how this comes through. I'm not sure how many times Ashitaka has played against Not2night with Rector specifically in adaptive, but I imagine Ashitaka had ample time to prep for this one and prepare specifically against Rector. Maybe they're bringing a specific wrench, maybe they're bringing maybe a specific strategy, but we have Rector here from Not2night, and I'm waiting for them to give us some go ahead on that. Just messaging Ashitaka. Hands, they're saying hands closed, no delay. So they're getting in there. We got Rector, which is a AoA, 73 SAS. Don't even bother looking at the SAS here, but it's a Brobnar Logos Untamed with some interesting stats lines on the arc scores with 1.4 amber control, 18 expected amber, and 12 creature control, 14 speed. It's just really cool deck. So many great turn one plays, lots of really fun shenanigans. The Project, Time Traveler, really cool Brobnars. The Coward's End, Lava Ball, lots of effective board wipes that can all work to set up the Ganger Chieftain Jarmonaut combo to Rule of 6. The Pent Seed, Nature's Call, Key Charge, Darna. I have a feeling, I haven't seen too many Rector games, but I have a feeling that Darna can get pretty nasty. Taliga's so annoying. There's just so many really good turn one plays in here. The Logos is just pure gasoline. Really fun deck. And then from Ashitaka, we've got they have it for sale. So if you like this deck after this stream, maybe send them an offer. But it's 78 SAS Worlds Collide, which is Logos, Siren, Star Alliance. They have Interdimensional Graph, Tauto Vapors, very efficient deck. I really find it interesting when people bring really efficient decks. One of the things that I like efficient decks, but I know it can be really interesting to see how much is how much of for slow decks, really managing those resources, really hand shaping, making that a really big part of it. This deck has a pretty clear weakness, which you see in a lot of Worlds Collide decks, which is 3.8 creature control. With that creature control only coming out in Red Alert, Twin Bolt Emission, and they give Candle Unit 0.75, but Candle Unit is only stopping you from reaping, and if you do, they draw a card. So not really creature control in that sense. I'm actually kind of surprised that they give Candle Unit creature control value. They must give the same to Amberspine Mongrel. But we've got the double Perfectus Ludo, Senator Shrix. The Saurian is wonderful. Golden Spiral, Library Source, double Auto Whack to shut down any stealing. Might come in relevant for the Cutthroat researches here from Not2night. But overall, I think there's two houses that can really run away with the game, and the Saurian and then the Starlines can really help facilitate that. The We Can All Win. I have experienced this firsthand. The We Can All Win into a huge interdimensional graft is brutal. Brutal. They can really set it. They can really set up well, especially with their Saurian. To just blow up ton of amber. Like they can transport a platform. They can play it off. They can play the interdimensional graft off of the Kirby transport a platform, something like a Strix or a Theros Centurion or something that has a lot of amber on it. Dump that on you. We can all win. Reduce key cost by 2, and the interdimensional graft is hugely profitable. So even going up to 7, you're going to be giving them 3 amber off the interdimensional graft off. We can all win. So just a really nice combo piece. They only have the one Kirby, but if that is allowed to happen, really awesome combo. So let's see. We have the game link here. So we'll get into this, and I might be joined by another co-host in a wee bit. Oop, I joined the game as a player and not as a spectator. Let's see. Welcome in, Quick Draw. Welcome in. I'm very happy. Maybe next Top Cut. I wouldn't want to deprive Ashitaka. And hopefully we have other sloppy lab work members here. Vilki over there, Not2night. Sloppy lab work team member. Ashitaka is member of AFK, the Keyforge France team. Both of them. Ashitaka did a lot of work for the AFK group. They are the main streamer and caster for them. Ashitaka is such a good player, routinely finishing highly in lots and lots of events. I've had the pleasure of playing them multiple times in adaptive and other formats. I know Quickdraw, the Sloppy Lab Work team, has a bit of a rivalry with the AFK as well, constantly meeting them in playoffs, meeting them in finals. Welcome in, Alvad. Welcome in. Glad to have the AFK people here. Give some love and support for Ashitaka. Hopefully you can fight off the Sloppy Lab Work people in chat. Unfortunately, though, we don't have any DT in this match, so it can only be so good. Ashitaka going first starts off with the Tauta Vapors. Really, really, really wonderful turn 1 card. Really like seeing that. Oh, ooh, I need to add the DT command. That's a great call. Shout out. Not2night though, starting with a Darna and a Duskwitch. Brutal start off there. Really, Duskwitch really demanding an answer. The World's Collide does have some zaps though for some easy clearing out there. And we can see a immediate red alert. Yeah, that you cannot leave that red alert, Duskwitch alive. So wonderful place there. Persistent. We see, yeah, discarding the Universal Translator and the Lady Archons there from Ashitaka. And here we see they go right back into Untamed with a Persistence Hunting, Taliga, Nature's Call. Okay, so that's a lot of tools out there gone for Rector. But the Taliga and the Library Polysource, and these polygons aren't loading. Let me refresh this. And I think we might drop something here in a second because my Wi-Fi is dying. But we'll wait. We'll be getting into the game again quickly, and I think it'll all be okay once we actually get in. So we're reconnected. We'll get back into the game. We'll catch up and see all that's gone down. There we go. We're back up and running. There we go. Zeramis, you should see me in there now. For some reason,
Right.
hello
Live.
Zeramis. It won't let me back into their game.
Interesting.
Yeah, it kicked. Well, my Wi-Fi died, and now I can't get into their game again. Is there any chance you can see their game?
It is between who?
Ashitaka and
Ashitaka.
Not2night. Because if
Yeah,
so, then if you could
I
share
can
your
see it.
screen with me, that'd be really appreciative.
Yep, can do. The password is
KAGI, uppercase KAGI. Oh, I'm in.
okay. You're in. Very well.
There we go. Looks like they had. They were kind enough to wait for me, which is wonderful. Okay, we're back in, and I'll share my screen with you. Actually, do you mind watching the game so I don't have any more network issues there, Zeramis?
That's fine.
Perfect, thank you.
I'll watch it.
Sorry about the connectivity issues, everyone. On the days you need it most, that's when the internet decides to go. So we see Ashitaka they're in Logos? Okay, they're in Logos. They put the Academy training on Theros Centurion. The Theros Centurion fighting Taliga, get that off the board. That's a great call to take that out. They're playing the first officer Frayne here, capturing one onto the Frayne. And then we see a Quant. Huge Logos turn
And
there
I
from Ashitaka.
you have already introduced all the decks and everything like that.
Yes, I have.
Yep.
We're back.
Famous Dutch witch. But Rector doesn't have all that much like major creature control if it doesn't get a head start or if it doesn't get any of its combos off. So it has the Nature's Call, and then it basically has the Card's End and the Brobnar.
Yeah. And Ashitaka probably will do well to manage the damage that they're putting onto their creatures.
If they keep it in mind. So
If
would you
they're
put
able to keep that
damage
in
on
mind, of
the
course.
Ludo or the Odoak here? Probably the Ludo.
I think Ludo would be the way to go.
So you don't get stuck with something with Ember on it.
Exactly, yeah.
See Golden Spiral coming down. It's also a bad sign for Not2night.
Yep, the board is going to be really hard to manage from here. Senator Strix.
And an Imperium.
Warding that Ludo, I presume, and probably the Strix.
One Ludo, one Strix, I guess.
Yep,
Indeed.
there it is.
Oh, but fights with the Ludo immediately. That's. Wouldn't
I
you
suppose
want
with
damage
two of
on
them
them?
and the creature control that's in there, you don't mind as much putting the one damage on the Ludo there.
No, but you could have fought the Elusive with that one instead.
You
and
could
just
have.
gotten another damage on something else.
Well, they wanted to clear out the Groke, so I understand that.
Yeah.
We see the Juggernaut, Gauntlet of Command, the Foozle come down.
Yeah, and giving Not Tonight another Ember by, for example, using the Odrak would get them a key. So yeah, I suppose it makes sense using the board for that. And here we see some of the pains when a fast deck does not get off its sort of speed engine, then it pretty much looks like those 2 or 3 cards coming down, doing nothing on the board, and then pass over.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ashitaka is deep in the tank here after paying the 1 Amber off that Shrix to forge their first key.
Yeah, I wonder what it is that they are wary of. Is it to just reap out, which would be, at least to me, the most obvious choice against a deck that doesn't have any really good combat mechanics. But
And you've got
maybe
both.
they're probably sitting with 0 cards. Yeah,
Yeah, and they got both Odoax out, so the Cutthroat Researchers don't even matter.
but goes into Starlands. Stealth mode, all right?
Yep, Ashitaka giving the friendly stealth mode reminder. Oh, Not2night he did not like the stealth mode there.
Cheat.
I didn't think I used a pronoun there.
Didn't you say he didn't like? Oh, anyway, maybe I
I,
just.
I said Not2night. But yes, Not2night does use the she/her pronouns, and we'll make sure to be cognizant of that in the casting.
Kirby. Oh, it's all going down.
Yeah, this is brutal. As I was mentioning earlier in the deck pieces, the Kirby here has a really interesting line with the "we can all win" in Star Alliance. Yeah, they give Not2night the key here, hoping to sneak themselves out. Hoping to sneak themselves out this key here. But the we can all win off the Kirby, you can play interdimensional graft on a we can all win turn, making the interdimensional graft that much more brutal.
Is there even anything in Rector that can stop a key here? With Groke being gone and no actions.
No, I don't believe so.
No, I don't think there is. Even Groke being there would have needed to fight twice.
Because we see the
But
Ember
Groke
control
is
being
gone.
Groke and the 2x Cutthroat Researches. The Cutthroat Researches aren't going to do anything here.
Yeah, it really is one of those decks that it needs to have the other deck responding to it rather than the other way around, because as a responsive deck, it does not do very well.
Yeah, well, it's hard to be a responsive deck when you have no responsive tools.
Yes.
And so we'll see the I'm sure the Drummernaut is going to fight into Kirby. No, Ludo. Clawing back, hopefully maybe getting some Drummernaut value, or not, Coward's End value here in the near future, but that Not2night is just not seeing many cards. Ashitaka already pretty much through the deck, huge board already established, and Not2night's not even halfway through.
The danger of a high roll deck like Rector is if you lose this first one, it can very well go the other way around right after.
Yeah, no, there's a real possibility of Ashitaka getting
The
a very
dreaded
fast 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we're turn 7 on Ashitaka, already at 2 keys, 3 amber. With the Strix, that's going to be very, very difficult to deal with. Trading off the drummer out there too, brutal. Yeah, and I think this is probably going to be a GG on Ashitaka's side. Yep, there it is. GG. Ashitaka has taken down the first game.
Yep. Now we just hope that Not2night's immense experience with the deck will pay off, so that whatever high roll it might do is not as easily capitalized on by Ashitaka here.
Absolutely.
Because it seems like Ashitaka's deck is a fairly straightforward one, while Rector has a lot of little weird interactions.
Yeah,
Well,
I
not
think so.
weird,
I
but
can send
yeah.
you Ashitaka's deck here if you'd like to look at it. There we go. We're into the second game. Did the rematch work? The rematch worked. Beautiful. So we're into the second game now. See if Not2night and Ashitaka can give us a 3-game series. There's been a lot of 2-0s this KAGI playoffs. Crazy number of 2-0s, and I think it's going to be really, I would be shocked if we get another one going into the finals. I like 2-0 as a result. I think it's a good result to have in KAGI Adaptive, but man, crazy to see.
See how it goes here.
And Not2night chooses to go first.
Oh, I am timed out. I'm apparently not in the game. Because
Okay.
nothing was happening.
Yes. There we go. Deramus has joined as a spectator. So Not2night starts off with the Library Apollosaurus and Saurian, leading off to Ashitaka choosing Barabnar. Opens with a Ganganaut. Oh, baby, that is brutal. That is not what Not2night wants to see. But that
And
is
with a nice little story.
yeah, I mean you gotta lead with the condolences first.
Oh, that's rough.
Dude. And you know what? I can see a world where Ashitaka has a Coward's End in hand too. So whatever Not2night does is just gonna be undone. So Ashitaka will get to check here on turn 2. But that turn 1 Drummernaut is very good. Yeah, quick draw checking out of the game.
Oh, exactly. You don't get to 6, right? You get to 5 because
Oh,
the
that's right,
first
because
play
there's not one on the
doesn't
board.
do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting choosing to leave the Ganger Chieftain on board there. Now, Ashtaka's deck has almost no creature control, but with yeah.
Yeah, what is it that it could possibly do?
You know what?
No,
I thought it was a
the
Golden
Twin
Spiral
Bolton
instead of Library Apollosaurus.
uh,
Yeah. If it was a Golden Spiral, then it could take out the Ganger Chieftain.
On the other hand, that Brutodon cannot be fought in.
No, it cannot.
And there's no way to damage the Brobnar either here.
We do see the Nox coming down as Untamed is called from Ashitaka. Nox is going in the left next to the Ganger Chieftain. The Seed comes down. Rustnar.
And let's see if there's also a Dusk Witch here. That would be very rough, but probably not after 4 cards. Nope.
No. All right. That Rustnar into that Brutodon probably isn't getting any value. We see Commander Chan coming down. Universal Translator attached to the Commander Chan. Commander Chan coming down in the open spot next to the Brutodon Auxiliary to keep it under taunt.
That
Frayne.
is a fightable creature.
That is a fightable creature. And Frayne capturing onto the Shrix there. Love that. And
But no
Stealth Mode.
immediate Coward Sand here. So the fightable creature might not be that bad, at least not for 1 turn. So we'll see what Ashitaka opts to do here. If, yeah, I was just saying, maybe Nox is used to fight away the Brutodon and opening up for that Brobnar turn next.
Yeah.
But do they fight with everything? Or not everything, not the Darna, but do they fight with like Rustnor just to get away 1 more? Because you sort of have to keep fighting that Worlds Collide deck, don't you?
I think so.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have any creature control of its own, so.
Yeah, I think you probably trade the Rustnar here for the Chan.
Nope.
No, choosing not to.
Interesting. I guess wants to go up to check, but is that really the priority here? Like, since Leon doesn't have any creature control, one would think that you have all the time in the world to go up to check if you can keep the board clean.
Yeah, especially with like this Star Alliance, with the Commander Chan being able to use the Shrix,
Mm-hmm.
like that seems very problematic.
And we see immediately Starlines.
Yep. And maybe we'll see Kirby come down with a Imperial Scudum. Now, I mean, Not2night has not gone through barely any of the deck, but
Yep. I would have almost expected something to fight, but I suppose there's just still too much board on Rector's side to really. The Coward's End is not the big problem yet. But no card plays?
interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it is. That is, I guess, just trying to get the tempo and stop that check. But the Ashitaka's deck has lots of answers for Hamper Control.
Yeah, in a matchup which is essentially just boarding, like whoever manages to board out first and doesn't get wiped by the 1 board wipe. Sure. Seems like Not2night was holding some Logos cards that were not ideal turn before. Here comes a Twin Bolt Emission. And that gives Not2night quite the tempo with 1 key and 5 Ember against Rector's very limited. So Rector needs to reestablish that initiative, because that 1 untamed turn that they took, if you go back 1 turn, they had to fight anyway. So instead of fighting the first time around, Ashitaka takes another untamed turn where they did the fighting that they could have done the earlier time.
Yeah, which is proven to be not very productive for them in the long run.
Yeah. So maybe that's when the tempo swung around to Not2night's piloting of Lila here instead.
Mm-hmm.
Because what looked like a very grim board is suddenly not as grim.
No, it's instead doing, you know, dangerous.
But the drummer not, like, none of these kill the ganger, so the ganger not is still very much online.
Yep, Juggernaut.
Wait,
Gangernaut.
didn't they just mess up?
Well, they can't do
Unless
the.
they
Yeah, I think they did because they can't fight the Chan
oh, it
now.
depends. If they have another thing that can come down and fight, it's still fine. If they have another Brobnar, they can fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't. They don't have any more. What's the ready and fight that they're gonna use?
No, but they can reap with a drummer node. Up with the
Oh,
ganger,
right,
play
right, right.
another.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They won't get the combo then. But yeah, that's actually true. They don't get the combo. Unless they have the second drummer node as well. But they haven't drawn almost any cards of their deck, so that would seem lucky.
Yeah, but if they
And
had
this
fought
is
into the, if they had done it the opposite way, where they
yep.
fought the chieftain into the Chan and then the Dreadnought into the Quant.
Then all would be dandy, and you can see that Ashitaka realized it once the
Yeah,
fight was done.
yeah, with a huge pause there in between that fight and playing that Flame Like Shaman. But you know, this is these are high stakes games. It's really easy to make small little incremental mistakes like that.
And that is where the knowing the deck matters so much.
Yeah, you know, managing that damage, managing to get important combos off, really important.
And if it was not tonight playing that Brobnar right now, I don't think that mistake would have happened. So it definitely speaks to the nature of how being familiar with the deck. Oh, but they did
Never
have the other
punished.
Drummond. And never mind. Mistakes were made. They didn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't easy. Better be lucky than good, as they say. And still, almost no cards seen from Not2night. What an interesting game. Both players playing out of like four cards.
Is there something wrong with your stream, by the way?
There is something very wrong with my stream. My
So we're
internet is.
basically just talking with each other here.
Well, yes, we are. Yeah, but I'm recording the.
You're recording, okay?
Yeah, no,
Because I
there's
just
a.
took a look at the stream and it's like, wait, that's it still in the last game or something.
Yeah, I might turn the stream off, but. Yeah, we are recording. So we see after that, an Ashitaka discards the Coward's End. That can't be the right call.
Ooh.
No way they discarded the Coward's End on the last turn. They returned Ganger Chieftain to hand and discarded it?
Wow.
That is wild. I think
That
that's
must have Not2night celebrating.
absolutely. And they go right back into Brobnar here. If they had the Coward's End, they could just go straight back into. This is crazy.
Oh no.
I wonder if they realized. They just
Oh,
Pensy the Coward's
brings
End back.
back cards.
I don't get that. I guess you really hope
Well, they
you really if
realized
you
they needed it.
yeah. I guess like you really like that's a shame. That's a shame to get rid of such a powerful tool and then Pensy off of that. But yeah, here they get to rule 6 the Dreadnought and the Ganger Chieftain again. Like imagine, imagine if they Cowards ended there and still a pen seed on the board and they just go right back into it with another pen seed. That would be great. I think Ashitaka is
But
definitely.
just see how few cards Ashitaka, like, this is incredibly lucky. They had both the Nepenthe both Ganger Note, like both Ganger Chieftains and or both Drummer Notes and the Ganger Chieftain, and the Coward's End and the Nepenthe.
Yep, all in the top 12 cards.
Yep.
And the interdimensional graph gone there from Not2night. So no worries on going up as much amber as they possibly want to.
But here it seems that the combo will be over at least.
Yes, that's probably the curtain has called. But now, if they had a coward's end here.
And will this be... Now they have a card next turn, but just looking at Lila's Ember generation, just the things they have on the board right now is enough to go to check.
Yep. Time Traveler too.
Unless Logos goes to check here. Labwork, that's the check.
The Logos could go burr.
But Lila has Keylock, Uduak, dropping another Uduak because they're not both gone, are they? So
No, we've only seen one out of whack. Theros
so one
Centurion is
Uduak or
gone.
the Keylock. That's it, right?
I think that's it. Logos.
Looking for the Keylock.
Must be. They have a pretty good decent shot of hitting the Keylock. Off 2 Igors.
Yeah, the problem is next turn, because Ashitaka has no problem going up to 9 just immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, last chance. Oh, they still haven't hit it. Crazy.
With 4 cards left in the draw. But I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it
Because
might
this
not.
Logos card produces no Ember.
Yeah.
One last wormhole.
Whoa, no way. Bottom 3 cards, the the Keylock. Well, they did the
But
best. They dug hard. They dug hard for that Universal Keylock.
I don't think it would have mattered. Yes.
No, I don't think so either. But, you know, the valiant effort there from Not2night to try and just eke out one more turn.
Definitely.
Actually,
Wait,
one more. They got one
turn?
more. They got one more shot.
Oh, they have the... Do they have the Academy training?
I think the Academy train is gone, isn't it? No, they still have. Okay, maybe it's the Academy. Yeah, there it is. It's the Academy training.
There it is.
Hilarious. They will get to check here though. So can...
No, they won't, because if they play the Keylock, it now
Oh,
costs 9.
you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. Wow. This is wild. Last 2 cards in deck. Let's see if they drew it with the Academy training. Nope. GG.
GG. That's what happens with 2 decks that can't really control the board. But that felt a bit unfair, considering how like top 12 cards were the entire assembled combo with both drummer knots to compensate for any mistakes.
Yeah, I mean turn 1 draw or not is brutal, and then that just being able to be used so many times throughout the game, that's just so hard to come back from. I mean, well played to Not2night to take this deck
Definitely.
to make it such a close game.
Yeah, with these circumstances, it's very, very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, both these players are very, very good. And as Not2night saying in chat, so I'll have them on for interview.
Yeah, cool. I will be headed out.
You don't want to stick around for the interview? They should be hopping on here in a second.
All right. I promise to be
you could
out
be here for another
for a while.
5 minutes there, miss. I believe it was a short. Is it
Okay, okay.
just just
If it's that sort, if it isn't a 30-minute analysis, then it's okay.
Oh no. Imagine it's a game 3. I'll just have him just hop into the waiting room.
Yep.
But Not Tonight saying they're sad that they won't be able to catch Quick Draw in the final, as not Ashitaka will be moving on. So I'll pull they're both here, so I'll pull them both into the room.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hello, welcome
Hello
in Not
there.
Tonight and Ashitaka. Well played to both of you. That was a brutal start there in game 2. Game 1 looked a little unfortunate, and yeah, congratulations Ashitaka on the 2-0 win here.
thank you
Hey
very much.
everyone, it's
Hello, everyone.
nice to be here.
Yes, welcome in Not Tonight, and I am condolences on the unfortunate 2-0-2 loss. I know you said that the yesterday that they make for good revenge, which hopefully you can exact next season.
Oh, I definitely hope so.
I have a
Mhm.
question. So not tonight. What did you feel? Did you feel a glimmer of hope there when you saw Ashitaka discard the coward's end in game 2?
Yeah, I think they played this turn badly. Mhm.
Yes. We saw it and was like, oh, maybe that is what not tonight needed to get back into this game. But
Yeah, they give me the chance, but I think all the rest, they played so well. Congrats. Well
Thank you.
deserved.
Yes, I hesitate to discard it, but I got the Nepensit to get it back, and I do like to draw more cards at the end of my turn, so it's why I choose to discard it.
I
So
see.
it was a purposeful choice then to discard the card's end.
Yes, yeah.
Interesting, because I know there was a turn right after where, with your deck having such little, it doesn't have any ping damage, has no real way to get damage onto its own creatures, where it looked like if you had kept the coward's end that turn, then you could have gotten another R of 6 on the Dreadnought Gang of Chieftain the following turn after you had Nepenseed, if that Nepenseed was still available.
Yes, maybe, but I need to find maybe other solution for the end of the game if it's continue
Mm.
to. But yes, the choice was not easy to take. Maybe it was not the best one, but actually it's
It
work.
worked out.
Yeah,
So
it worked out quite
I,
well.
I was lucky. I was lucky because at the end, Night to Night didn't draw
Vlog.
the lock. Yes, so the
We
card.
were we were both going a bit crazy there when you fought, and we didn't know you had the second drummer knot on hand. We thought you had made a huge mistake when you fought the wrong guy, so the other one would die, and we were like, oh, now we can't combo. And then we saw in the top 12 cards the second drummer knot also come back, and we just felt our hearts and probably not tonight's heart sink as well.
Actually, it was a mistake because
Yes,
I want to change the target, so I should
should have
try
fought
to
the other
unlock.
way around. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I have the second one on. So in any case, I know it. I always safe. But yes, a little mistake when I click.
Never punished. So Ashitaka, how does it feel returning to the finals in KAGI once again after defeating probably what is the biggest between you two is the biggest rivalry in KAGI? How does it feel returning to the finals?
I am very happy to go to the finals one more times, hoping I will win this time because I think maybe it's my third or fourth final, but I think might win only once, maybe not. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not sure if you've taken down a final yet. I know Quick Draw has, so your opponent going into there is you're both very experienced being there.
yes. And Night to Night is always complicated and a pleasure to play with you, but and it's always a beautiful game, I think, from my
It's
side.
always a pleasure to play with you too. I
The
was
same
expecting
people.
I was expecting the Eric's daughter maybe. That would be
Sorry,
the Eric's daughter.
The other deck,
Right.
right?
hmm
which one? Sorry. the AoA,
The
the
deck with the Hysteria helper
oh,
buff,
okay,
Axiom,
yes,
Metalos.
yes, but I know you know this deck already. And from my side, I thought you will play a Dark Tidings decks, but not
So
well.
you both guessed that the other person would play the other.
Yes,
hmm I chose this deck because I know it so well, and I thought that whatever you choose, I will be able to, play to its strengths, and then maybe perhaps outplay it. But
yes,
tough
it's
luck,
possible.
tough luck. The key lock was the last two cards.
Yes, very,
I
very unlucky
and
in
you
this draw
did
because
not draw many cards this game. So I was kind of like, yeah, if I drop the key lock, it will be a problem because they probably don't have the key charge. But maybe you do. I don't know.
no,
I'm
no, no,
curious.
I don't have the
Mm,
key charge. I have two Amber Pimps in Anthem with persistent hunting. So maybe I could win another turn.
My guess was
Oh,
that you would just reap 3 times with the logos, and then force the Odoak play from Not Tonight, which is the only remaining capture. That was my guess, at least.
should be. I have also three Bromnars in my archive and two in hands with so a Gungernut with Son of Zion in my archive, and Grok and Gauntlet in my hand. So maybe Bromnar Tours could be a good one also. Yes, maybe I can draw a Flame Shaman
Mm-hmm.
to kill a small card. But if I rip with logos, there's a candle unit also in game. So
Yes, draw a lot of cards, so they might
yes,
draw into one more one more capture pip or capture there.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So the last turn, the next turn should be complicated if I have to play it. I think it's Bromnar
That is
because
true.
playing 5 cards, it's a big play. 6 cards actually because I play Sound of the Horn, so I get another creature. So I think yes, I will play Bromnar definitely
Mm-hmm.
if I have to play another one. But yes, for sure the end of the game could be complicated with the unlock universal unlock.
Now, not tonight.
Well,
From your end, seeing Rector in turn 1 for Ashitaka hit the Drummernot combo. How
yeah,
were
yeah.
you? How did you? Did you have to change how you were going to approach the game? Did it change how you were taking the lines from there on?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was kicking myself for playing the Library of Polysaurus, and not uh mm, the Saurian guy, Brutodon. Yeah.
Oh, you had the taunt
Uh,
with hazardous on one
I
hand.
had the taunt with the hazardous. I don't know why I did that. Uh, uh,
Not respecting Rector.
uh, yeah, yeah. There was a reason, but I don't recollect now. And definitely had to change my line after that. hmm
Well,
yes, the Brutodon will be a
Oh, I
problem for me.
know, I know. I didn't want to play a creature in case they started with a turn one Dusk Witch, and I had the red alert, you know.
Oh,
So
Ah,
I that was my reason. That was my reason that I started with an artifact and not a creature. hmm
interesting. I guess yeah. Rector provides a lot of interesting problems for Ashitaka's deck, but the board from Ashitaka's deck proved to be quite hard to deal with when in game 1 when Rector was behind and was unable to establish itself and its uses Brobnar well. So or get good value out of
hmm
that card's end. That was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. They overcame me with the big board, game one, and yeah. I really couldn't deal.
Yes,
Yep.
I was so scary about card sand, and also nature scroll could be a problem. But yes, you don't draw it, or maybe too late at the end. So I was lucky on the draw for sure for those games.
All right, I have to run, but I just wanted to say congratulations again to both of you for making this far, for being such competent and awesome adapted players. It's lovely to see. And,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
see you, Zeramis. And
you.
yeah, I think it's a real boon of the format that we get to see such player skill consistently rewarded. There's a reason we see some of the top players and the same names in the playoffs so often. And it's because the adaptive format is just such a great skill testing and such a great skill expression for it.
Yes, but KAGI
Absolutely.
deserve to be more played. So maybe with more people who can see other names also, other great player. If we are 64, for example, it would be very great, I think, because I
Oh
love.
yes. If we could get
Yeah.
if we can get 32 next season or 64, I would be ecstatic. I think the bigger we get it, hopefully with the coverage that we've had for this KAGI Top Cut, it'll get even bigger.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it requires a lot of courage to go against your deck, but you know how it wins. It's always a rush to play against Vector, and I really recommend this format.
Yes, and then for me, when I play at that eve and I play versus my deck, uh, it's not like I play versus my deck. It's I play with my deck, but play by my opponents. So it's like my deck help me to win when it's my opponent play it. I don't know if I am clear in English.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
exactly the same for me. I'm playing on the other side of the field. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
because
that's a beautiful way of describing the gameplay experience that adaptive brings.
often I heard I don't want to share my deck with someone else, but you don't really share. You play with your deck, but in the end of other one, but the other one doesn't know how to play it as well as you know. So yes, yeah, look like you play with your deck, but your deck is like a spy and you are behind the line of your opponent. Something like that for me.
Yeah, really, your deck is acting as a double agent.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Murph, for organizing this league.
yes, and also for the streaming.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course, and
actually,
the unfortunately the stream didn't work today, but we have the recording, so that's all good. And thank you to you two for being so consistent and showing so much support and enthusiasm for the league. It's the players that make it. I can do as much as I want, and the organization side and the coverage.
Well,
But
of
without the
course, it's
players,
my
it wouldn't be what
favorite
it is.
format.
Yeah,
yes,
it's my favorite league as well. I like Nordic Hexad, I like Moira, I like Try Best of One, but adaptive is where my heart is.
yes, it is.
Totally.
Well, thank you so much to both of you. Congratulations, Ashitaka, on advancing to the finals. I can't wait to see you on Zoc stream against Quickdraw. And my condolences, not tonight, but you played very well this whole stretch of season and games. So congratulations on your wonderful performance. And I'm assuming you'll be there in the finals to help to support Quickdraw, your teammate.
Of course. Thank you both, and congrats, Ashitaka.
Congrats to you again, and see you soon. I know.
I'm sure.
It
Is there any final words from either of you?
comes to the KAGI next KAGI seasons, everyone.
Perfect. Make
And
sure you listen to
stay
Ashitaka.
sloppy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, both of you. And I hope both of you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for being flexible in the time. And I can't wait to see you both back next season and Ashitaka in the finals.
Yes,
Bye
thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Well, everyone, that is the stream, that is the VOD, and that is the KAGI quarterfinals of Ashitaka versus Not2night. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through some of the technical difficulties. And I can't wait to see you all next time in the KAGI finals of Ashitaka versus Quickdraw. See you later, everyone.